Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, everyone. I am coming back with another video of at-home limited equipment workouts. This is going to be a lower body workout, and the only things we'll need is a bench, a chair, and a resistance band. That is it. All right, we're gonna get right into it because I do gotta keep these videos under 10 minutes. So we're gonna try and jump right in. I'm going to take my resistance band and I'm going to place it around my knees. You can place it either above or below the knee. It depends on whatever is comfortable for you. I actually prefer mine below the knee. I'm also going to adjust my camera here. There we go, that's better. Okay, so once you have your band secured around your knees, I want to turn to the side so you can see a little better. What you're going to do is you're going to force your knees apart. This is called an abduction. It works this out here and your glutes. So you just want to keep them pulled apart, let them fall back in slowly. This band is a little light for me. And of course you want to do up to 10. If you can't do 10, do 5. You will repeat this exercise 3 times with a small break in between each set. All right, so we got probably around 8, 9, and 10. All right, from here, you can take that band, slide it down around your ankles. You're going to want to secure the band under one foot. You can leave it around the ankle if that's easier for you, but secure it around the opposite foot that you're going to be working. Once you have the band secured, you're going to lift the opposite foot straight up. This is going to create resistance and work your quad. This is called a leg extension. They have machines for these, but when we have limited equipment, resistance bands work just fine. You're going to do 10 per leg. I am probably at about 8, 9, and 10. All right, we are switching feet. We'll just leave it where it's at and I'll scoot back a little bit. Switching feet now. So I have put it underneath the ball of my left foot, and now I will be raising my right foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Once you have your 10 per leg, again, you'll want to repeat this exercise 3 times. If you can't do 3, do 2. Can't do 2, do 1. Work your way up. And eventually, you'll need to move up in your resistance band as well. If you start out with a light, go to a medium next. For our next exercise, I'm going to need to move the camera again. Okay, so you will want your resistance band around your feet, like so. Take a wide stance. Once you have your wide stance, you're going to use one foot and take it closer to the other, but not too close. You want to keep resistance in your band. This is a crab walk. This is a great stretch for any leg day. And then you're going to repeat that. You're going to do this 10 times per side. So I'm doing 2 per side right now. So that means I got to do this 5 times each direction. So I believe that was 4. And that should be 5. So again, you want to work that in 3 times. Small breaks in between each time, or you can superset it with the other 2 moves we just learned. We're going to get rid of our booty band now, our little resistance band that is a circle. They're often called booty bands. We're going to get rid of that. We are now moving on to body weight. So with our body weight exercises, we're going to start out with a lunge. I find lunges kind of difficult. And because of that,
going to use my bench as a stabilizer. This will help me successfully lunge and not fall over and injure myself. So, okay, so with our lunge, what we are going to want to do is stabilize ourselves using our bench or our chair. Chairs work too. So bring one leg out front. I am using my left to go front. Put one leg behind. Once you have that, straighten yourself out a little bit and go down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lunges are very difficult, so I recommend starting out with 5 per leg for now. Once you have them down, you can go ahead and move on to 10. Again, you'll want to repeat these 3 times, whatever number you can do. Once you have the one leg done, you're going to switch the position.
My right leg's going to be in the front and my left leg is going to be in the back.
Stabilize myself again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, excellent. We're going to move on to squats. Again, you may need a bench or a chair. If you have trouble with lower body and stability, you might need that extra assistance, and that is okay. Even I need assistance. Everybody needs assistance sometimes. It's okay. So what we're going to do is, I prefer a wide stance squat. So I'm going to go really wide. My toes will be pointed out toward the corners of the room. And then you're going to bend your knees and squat. Okay? You might prefer a more narrow squat. Every squat works different muscles, so be aware of that. If you do a narrow squat, you're working your quads. If you do a wide squat, you're going to work the inside of your thighs and your glutes. Keep that in mind. So if I were to do a narrow squat, I would probably need a chair or something to squat onto because my heels come up with a narrow squat. So we're going to just kind of squat down to the bench and then back up and squat to the bench, back up, okay? But I am going to finish in my wide squats because that's what I enjoy. All right, so I think I did 4 total, so I'll do another 6. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, you want to do 3 sets of those. You can mix them in with the other workouts. Just be sure to take a break if you're doing something that works the same muscle over. Sorry, catching mosquitoes. How fun. All right, for our next exercise, I would prefer a chair for this, but I'm going to bring my bench up instead. Hopefully not creating a habit. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to do calf raises. You'll want to have a nice steady source if you're not used to raising up on your tiptoes. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And what you're doing is you're just bringing the heel of your foot up off the floor so that you are on your tippy toes. And this will engage your calves. You can hold a weight while doing these. I usually do, but for the demonstration, I'm just using my body weight. So this is how they're done. That is 6 exercises that you can do with very little equipment in your own home. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this workout, and I hope that you use it in the future. If you would like to see certain moves demonstrated, I am more than happy to do that. And as always, thanks for watching. Be kind and happy lifting, friends. Bye.